but I need a solid 5, like not a top 5, but a strong starting 5 for your favorite DC characters. And I'm gonna give you my starting 5 for my Marvel character.
So how you want to do to make it fair? You want to do my one, your one?
You know what? I was
Okay,
yeah, you
all
can
right,
do that. We
all
can do
right.
it like that. I mean, if you want to, it's however you want to go about it. If you got a strong 5, if your 5 that strong, well, go ahead, go and do it Chicago Bulls style. And just give me that starting 5. But go ahead, what you want to do?
Hey, listen, man, let's do a one-off. I do one, you do one, and then we'll see. We'll let the comments describe, even though they're gonna, they're gonna go with the rule of thoughts.
They don't really be mad at them because at the end of the day,
that's true. I call it how I see it.
You got that right. But anyway, we're going to get into that. Go ahead. You go ahead first.
All right, man. Listen, my first guy, he's an anti-villain. He's an anti-hero. A lot of people don't like him, but he's a mastermind. He has a lot of skills. He has a lot of hand-to-hand combat. He also is good in weaponry. I'm not talking about the Punisher. I'm talking about my man Lobo.
Ooh.
You know who Lobo is, right?
Okay,
yes, sir.
Going for left
you know who Lobo is, right?
The Greek god that they actually ended up making if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that part of the
no,
it was like a mythology?
He's a space bounty hunter.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's a space bounty
like
hunter.
Ares and them.
No. Yeah, not only that, he has had long, extensive battles with the one and only Superman. Some would say that Superman was biggest bout and longest battle was Lobo. The fact that he can match him up with strength, the fact that he's bulletproof, the fact that his healing factor is real fast. We ain't talking about Wolverine. We're talking about Lobo.
Yeah.
And the good fun fact about it is his favorite things to deal with and play with is space dolphins. Space dolphins.
I'm sorry, what?
Space dolphins.
Those two words can't go together.
No, they can't, but that's his favorite thing.
Never seen an aquatic animal in space. Man. Okay, whatever. Keep your man Lobo. All right.
Yeah, Lobo's nasty.
Any other
Lobo's
fun
nasty.
attributes? You got any strengths and weaknesses?
Well, I told you his strength is hand-to-hand combat.
Gotcha.
His weaponry. You know what I mean? You think that Deadpool is bad.
Yeah.
You think that Spawn is bad. That's Lobo's children.
Really?
Lobo, any gun you can think of, he knows it back and front. That's a superpower.
Ain't that the boy with the cigar too?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With the cigar? Absolutely.
Yeah. What game was that? Was he on Mortal Kombat or was he on? Was that Marvel vs. Capcom?
That was actually no. He's a DC, so that was.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Hold on. Am I thinking Mortal Kombat? I might be thinking.
You thinking Kano? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm thinking of Lobo, but I might be thinking of Injustice. He might have been on Injustice.
Yeah, because that's a DC game, so it probably most likely was an Injustice. Yeah. Matter of fact, he was a hidden character. He's so good.
Yeah, they had to hide him.
You had to hide him, and you had to find him.
Okay, so you're gonna go with the anti-hero, the anti-villain route. Okay, so what I think of it is, I think of you give me your character, and then I'm gonna respond with a character who I believe would be man to man, or woman to woman. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Depending on how you want to throw it. Yeah. But I feel as though
I got a men's locker room.
If you wanna go with anti-heroes and you want to go with that feeling of somebody who's necessarily a badass, then I guess I'm gonna have to pull my card right off the gate. All right? I'm gonna have to go with Thanos. Thanos.
Oh, okay.
King Thane, as they shit. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I don't want to deal with too much of your shit. See, Lobo, if he got kids that is bulletproof and he got everybody that's around him that can pretty much, he can conjure up anybody around him. Man. Let's go with Thanos. Please. How about I get rid of you with the snap of a finger?
Okay.
How about the only fact that my passion for this killing and my passion for taking over this world domination and this universal domination is only for Lady Death? Oh, my bad. That was the comic book.
Yeah, that was the comic book.
That was the comic. Well, let's go to the movies then.
Let's go to the movies.
We went to the MCU universe. When they talk, if you ask anybody who's in the MCU universe or if a fan of it, they will tell you who's the biggest and the baddest bad guy or who's the main villain.
Yeah, they would
say
Thanos. They ain't
gonna tell you Ultron.
No.
Even though Ultron was cool.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna tell you Loki because he's good now. I don't know if you watched the Loki season 2.
I do.
But when it comes to Thanos, it's the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah. The Infinity Gauntlet was the fact that he had to travel and find and search all through the world to find each and every one of these stones so that he could put it into this one gauntlet so that he can get rid of all of the existence.
That gauntlet was made specifically for him.
It was
specifically for him.
Yes, it was. It was. If I'm not mistaken, the gauntlet was crafted specifically
for him.
And it can only fit his size.
Only fit his hand.
Now the Mad Titan himself was already a person I love how in the comics they made him as the heavy metal fist, like the Iron Fist. Yeah, he was ruthless. He would kill and everything. And then MCU, the world, the movie world, they said, well, let's give him a little bit of love. Let's give him a little bit of light.
Absolutely.
Why are you doing this? And the reason why he was doing it is because he saw it happen to his world.
Absolutely.
So because he had let it happen to his world, maybe that has to happen in other worlds too, in order for us to absolutely thrive. So I can see that you're anti-hero and you're anti-villain. I would put Thanos in my book for being the anti-hero because I kind of fell for him, even though he was wilding. Who you got up?
Well, before we go any further, let's talk about Thanos just a little bit. Isn't this like his third or fourth time trying to capture the gauntlet?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's lost
in the Power Stones and the Light Stones and everything of that nature. What was his reasoning of going back and forth and going through other times to capture something that he should have did just one time? If he was so powerful.
I mean, well,
just asking.
Well, that's a very good question.
Just asking.
The answer to that question is sometimes you get bored. Maybe you ever played a game and you beat the game the first time, but that was on medium. Now you want to go back on a little bit more difficult, a little bit more. That's every time. Like I think if I'm not mistaken, one of the times it was his choice. It was Thanos' choice himself to destroy the gauntlet and spread the stones all amongst the world, just so he could do it again. So I understand, the first time he doing it, and he won and he got bored with it. But I believe that Jay-Z said it best. You did it, you get it, I had it, got mad at it, and ain't want it no more. That is Thanos for you right there. Yeah.
That's cute, but that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
Well, what did happen?
What happened was he got arrogant. He was so up Lady Death's dress.
He did want Lady Death.
Yeah, but she didn't want him.
I mean, what?
She didn't want him.
Who want?
I mean, he was such a tyrant and such a foul human. Excuse me, he wasn't human. He was such a foul tyrant.
He was a tyrant.
That he had his daughter walk around like a corpse to impress Lady Death.
He did.
You just a jock.
Yeah.
And in the midst of his arrogance and in the midst of him looking the other way, he got short staffed.
Yeah.
He got hit. That was from Cyclops. That was that vision. That's why he had to put that box around his head so he can suffocate him so he can't get no more beams from him.
That's cool. I don't like all the slander that you're talking. You know what?
Sam,
Lobo gonna get cancer with all them cigars that he's smoking. How about that? I don't like the fact that Lobo.
He can. Not only that,
how bulletproof you are.
Well, listen,
can you dodge this bomb?
Let's talk about how boredom works. Lobos at the age of 17 killed everybody on his planet because he was bored.
That's terrible. Why are y'all letting him around?
Listen,
if there's 8 million people in the world, and Lobo out here killing 7 million of them, as the 7 millionth and 1st person
at 17. Lobos is grown.
Get the hell off of that planet is all I'm saying.
Lobos is a man right now.
I let it happen.
Lobos is a man right now.
We talking about, all right. So hand-to-hand combat, hand-to-hand combat, hand-to-hand combat. Or we gonna talk about Thanos.
We talking about that. Yeah. We talking about Thanos. We talking about Lobos.
The same one who put the mitts on Hulk, right? Hulk ain't been the same since Thanos put the paws on.
Well, when Thanos put the paws on him, he had the Power Stone.
It don't matter.
It does matter because the Hulk didn't have a Power Stone at all.
He had nothing. And
exactly.
He got washed. So
because Thanos had the Power Stone.
You need to know your opponent and then attack. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me Lobo gonna catch that win on the first one?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
In the comment section, who you want?
Please.
There you go.
Please.
There's your matchup right there. We got Thanos versus Lobo. Right then and there in the comments. Who you think we got?